How things change in 24 hours. Yesterday, the protesters were on a rampage. Now the army is. Rawalpindi seems to be in no mood to tolerate the unrest. They've arrested PTI leaders. They've also deployed troops across cities. The question is, what is their game plan? Will they directly seize power or continue to act behind the scenes? Acting behind the scenes has one advantage. The army could escape some of the blame. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif promised a quote-unquote iron hand response yesterday. His speech, but the army's words. So the idea is to pin the blame on the civilian government, use Sharif as a front to crack down. And what does Sharif get in return? Probably continued support from the army. It's a good plan. Just one problem though. The Pakistani people will see right through it. They know where the blame lies in their country, not Islamabad, but in Rawalpindi. Which is why many military buildings have been targeted. So the scapegoat tactic may not really work. Having said that, let me spell out the ideal scenario for the Pakistani army, how it would like things to play out. The crackdown sends protesters back to their homes. Things settle over the weekend. Imran Khan gets convicted in one of the 100-plus cases against him. He's unable to contest elections, so the army either waits till August or calls for early elections. No surprises, the Sharif government gets another term. This is a perfect scenario for the Pakistani army. Of course, Imran Khan has another theory. He says he will be slow poisoned in custody. That's certainly not beyond the Pakistani army. But if his arrest resulted in these scenes, what will his custodial death trigger? So logically, killing Imran Khan would not make sense. But one thing can still spoil the army's party, and that's the people of Pakistan. If the protests continue to spiral, the army's options will be limited. They could be forced to take a more direct role in governance. I don't want to use the C word yet, but even a coup cannot be ruled out right now. Talk about an irony. The people may finally hold the key to Pakistan's future, not through elections, but through street protests. How did things reach such a point, though? How did Imran Khan become so popular? Remember, he was called the selected prime minister. He was handpicked by former military chief Qamar Javed Bajwa to become the prime minister. At least sit in the prime minister's chair. He was picked for that. In return, Imran Khan granted Bajwa another term as army chief. But around 2021, the relationship turned sour. Imran Khan tried to interfere in the army's affairs. He tried to withhold Rawalpindi's pick for ISI chief, and that was the beginning of the end. The army withdrew its support, ousted Imran Khan, and propped up Shehbaz Sharif as prime minister. That should have been the end of it. But Imran Khan had other plans. He mobilized his supporters against the establishment, even called Bajwa a traitor. It was unprecedented in Pakistani politics, a former prime minister taking on the military. So where did Imran Khan get that confidence? Well, from the people. Suddenly, Im the Dim became Im the Popular. His rallies were attended by thousands of people. At one point, he even played videos of India's Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar. That showed a sense of confidence, a sense of complete control over his support base. How did he achieve that? Well, we can think of 4 reasons. Number one, Imran Khan is not your normal politician. He's also Pakistan's greatest sporting idol, the man who won them the Cricket World Cup. So Imran Khan was already a household name in Pakistan. Number two, the PTI isn't like any other political party in Pakistan. It's not dynastic, it's not feudal, it's based on cult of personality. And across the world, such leaders are doing well. Number three, Pakistan's economic condition. The growing middle class is disenchanted with the ruling elite. The politicians are seen as corrupt, the army is seen as power hungry. And that's where Imran Khan is seen as different. An outsider who can break the system. In reality, he too is responsible for the economic mess of Pakistan, but his supporters don't seem to remember that. And finally, reason number 4, his anti-America rant. It may sound hysterical, but there's logic to it. For decades, the army has cultivated anti-Americanism into Pakistani minds. There is inherent distrust of the US. Imran Khan simply tapped into that. He's undoubtedly the most popular politician in the country as of today, and the army knows this. Just look at what happened in Punjab and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Both provinces were ruled by Imran Khan's party. But earlier this year, both assemblies were dissolved. Why? Because Imran Khan wanted snap polls. He wanted to demonstrate his party's popularity. That's when the Election Commission played spoilsport. They tried to delay the voting till October, basically tried to buy some time for the army. Once again, it was the judiciary that rescued Imran Khan. The Supreme Court of Pakistan ordered elections on the 14th of May, this weekend. Will that happen? Well, that depends on whether the army wants it to. The public sentiment is firmly anti-establishment. A free and fair election now would be a landslide win for Imran Khan's party. So Rawalpindi has two options: end this charade of democracy and take power, or rig the provincial election. As for Imran Khan, they can always fight another day. There are 100 plus cases against him. It's only a question of which one to convict him on.